one. We had to start out right. This is the pan that me and Mary found at Goodwill. It's not just any ordinary pan. It's a flipping pan. How crazy is that? I'm going to test it out with some omelets, some pancakes. Mary said you have to get it. You might not ever see anything like that ever again. I love it. $4. So, I have a bunch of different things. I'm going to show you some books, some music, and the pan. So, these are some CDs I picked up yesterday at Goodwill. I posted this in the vinyl community with Facebook. I thought it was so ridiculously funny. This is the soundtrack from that old slasher film from the early 90s called Dr. Giggles. It says they were all rock tunes, but I couldn't not get it because it's Dr. Giggles. I think my father let me miss watch this when we were really young, so I always remembered it. I don't know why he did that. This is something it's like very quirky indie rock. This is it's called Banaki, and their album's called Hermit Thrushes. And it's not too much like what you think from the cover. It's not as subtle and smooth and beautiful, but it is what it is. These are the ones I haven't really gotten much to. Actually, this one's really good, and this makes me realize I always enjoyed what I've heard of Cursive, but I haven't been able to really get into them seriously. If they're a band, I always felt like if I gave the time, I might be able to. And I got this CD that's the difference between houses and homes, lost songs and loose ends from '95 to 2001. It's like their old school sound. Really cool. Really like this, and great artwork. Like a whole story with artwork inside with these orphans, and it's just really cool. So I'm going to see if I can try out some more Cursive. I haven't listened to these that much. This is Dusty Rhodes and the River Band, Palace and Stage, on Side 1 Dummy Records. I don't think I've heard of them. This one I did listen to, the first half of it, like the first 5 or 6 songs. I thought it was sweet. I really like old school 90s pop music, pop rock, stuff like Gin Blossoms and Gin Blossoms, Spin Doctors, and Soul Asylum and stuff like that. So this is a band called Shadowland, The Beauty of Escaping, and then they ended up being part of a band, and then they ended up forming a band called Further with the original 2 guys. I really liked what I heard from this one, so. This is pretty cool. I don't really listen to much of this. This is from, I think this is all done in the Carolinas area too, right? Is it? Wilmington, Durham. Yeah, this is a North Carolina thing, I think. It's called 3x4. Must be on a record label. And the reason why it's called 3x4 is there's 4 different artists, and they each have 3 songs on the album. In order. So it'll be like band 1, band 2, band 3, band 4, band 1, band 2, band 3, band 4. Just get to hear 4 new bands. Alright. This is a magazine I've been wanting to show you guys for a while, and I haven't actually listened to what I'm about to show you from it because I've been wanting to show it to you first. It's a really good magazine. I think everyone should check it out. It doesn't specify only music, so this one's called the 2012 Music Issue. It does arts, films, and stuff like that. There's 9 issues a year. It's called The Believer, and I just had to get it because this is awesome. It has a cassette tape taped to the front. And the reason why it has this is that there's a special edition. It's the whole, here's a track listing, A and B. And the name of the mixtape, they call it, is the 2012 Believer tape, Love Songs for Lamps, and it's all songs that are released by artists that are only released on cassette. So the artists that around today that don't want to release on CD, vinyl, who are just like old school cassette. So it's all that stuff on here. Awesome. I need to listen to it. I just want to show you guys how cool it was taped, and some amazing articles. I'm not going to go on too long about them, so I won't go into them, but these people write music articles of things I've never seen, talking about the a whole article on the artistic freedom of people that write the commercial music and the library music that they get to pick, like that goes into commercials and advertising. Another one about this really ridiculous festival that happened called the Love Valley thing. It's basically like Southern Woodstock with 200,000 people, and it's only an hour away from where I'm from, in Love Valley. It's like a little western town where there's 90 people living there today. We're going to go check it out. Lots of cool stuff. Believer, the Believer magazine. I recently pulled out books that I want to revisit and some other things. So, first of all, this is like my little thing I used to keep by me at all times. It's the most amazing book I ever had in terms of movies. The Rough Guide to Cult Movies. Your Guide to the Good, the Bad, and the Very Weird. I recommend everybody have this. Really user-friendly, amazing breakdown of genres of things you would never think they'd even make. And they have little ticket stubs, actually the ones, but there's just, honestly, there's so many movies in here that it's just ridiculous. Honestly. I can't recommend this enough, so I decided to pull it out, so I want to get back into watching some more films again. I'm just about done with this book called The Film Club that I got from a Goodwill that Mary got for me once for like 40-50 cents. And it's a story, it's this guy named David Gilmour, and it's a story about how his son flunked out of school, was flunking school, and he agreed to let his son drop out of school if he agreed to watch 3 films a week with his father, and his father picked the films. And it's just really a story about a memoir of a father and his son, and his father wondering if he did the right thing or the wrong thing, and dealing to learn who his son is, and they struggle together, and in the midst of it you get all this really cool stuff about films. So it's a really, really great memoir. Quick read, really fun, quick read. Film Club. I'm very big on Japanese culture and Japanese writing. Took Japanese courses in school. This is Natsumi Soseki. He's one of the traditional traditional writers, and it's called Kokudo. I haven't read this in so long, so I'm not going to go into trying to explain it because I don't want to butcher it. Reflections on the Psalms from C.S. Lewis. Read a nice portion of this, halfway through so far. Then it sort of fell off and need to pick it back up again. But it's chapter by chapter, so it's not good to read it continuously. You can dig in one chapter at a time. My pastor gave this to me the first time I ever met up with him as a gift. Just because. Really loved my Faulkner. I took a whole Faulkner course that was unbelievable with the most amazing professor of Binghamton. And I decided to pull out one of his books that I remember loving. I always feel like this was his feminine book in a way, because of the character it dealt with. This is William Faulkner's Light in August. Maybe I'll dig into these one by one. Love, vintage, crime. This is, of course, The Big Sleep, Raymond Chandler. Love pulp. Got into film noir, and that got me into pulp. Leading to wanting to show you this. This is the coolest thing ever. This is The Black Lizard, Big Book of Pulps, by Vintage Crime. All short story film pulps that were put in newspapers back in the day by the most writers you never hear about, and they divide into 3 sections: the crime fighters, the villains, and the dames. Such a cool book, ridiculous, honestly. What was this? $25. Amazing, $20, $25. So much stuff in there. And last but not least for the books, this is my favorite Japanese author of all time. I really recommend you pick him up. His name is Junichiro Tanizaki. Junichiro Tanizaki. I did an independent study on him for a semester, and my favorite novel of his is called Some Prefer Nettles. Checking my time. In Tokyo in the 1920s, Kanami and his wife Musako share a parody of a progressive Western marriage. They have long since stopped sleeping together, and Kanami sanctions his wife Liaozone with another man. But at the heart of their arrangement lies a sadness that impels Kanami to take refuge in the past and the serene rituals of the classical puppet theater. Really awesome. Focuses a lot on the clashing of trying to keep the old traditional Eastern culture with the new Western culture, modern. Vinyls. I'm listening to some awesome music that I posted in the Facebook vinyl community page by this great band I found for $4. I was so turned by with the artwork, and the music is so great. Two guys and a gal. They're called The Most Secret Method, and the album's called Get Lovely. That's what you've been listening to. From 1998 on Slow Dime 15 Records. And this is sweet. I picked these up for only $10 a piece. There's a 40% off sale on these new sealed releases, and I was so excited. I got Scott, the first album, Scott 1, which I know very well, and then I got Scott Walker, Scott 2. I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2 is the one I never really got around to, so now I have a copy. But these are amazing, amazing presents. Great write-ups. It's the, I won't show the vinyls, it's Four Men with Beards, the one in San Francisco, this is from the 2008 releases. Same guys that had for the other pressing for Funkadelic. And last but not least, my friend sent me the most amazing thing today. I came home today, and my father said, "Oh, you have a package." And he's like, "It's from Amazon." And I didn't order anything from Amazon. And I opened it up, and I got a package, a little gift sent to me by my man, my boy Eric. He is probably the closest friend. Him and one other guy. Eric and Max are my two closest friends, and I talk to them every week. And I didn't expect this, and it's just super sweet. Like, didn't see it coming at all. Amazing friends. A gift note from Eric to Timothy Henderson. I owe you a copy. Also, I'm keeping the one you lent me. Congrats on your new engagement, and I can't wait for you to come to New York. From Eric. So, this is the new special collector's chess box collector edition of GZA Liquid Swords. This just came out recently, a special chess box edition. I didn't even know that he had my copy, but I've been wondering where it was. So this is so awesome. Cool collector's edition. I'll show you it. This is the inside of the top cover. You got your chess pieces. I don't even know how to play. I'd love to learn. I really should pick it up. Sharpens the mind. Sharpens the mind, kids. What's really awesome is it comes with the original full-length album, and then it also comes, which I'm really excited about, it comes with the Liquid Swords, the full-length instrumentals, which is so sick. And on the bottom, you got your chessboard. How about that, folks? How about that? Oh, and then I'm gonna go read this now, but it comes with brand new write-ups and pictures and stuff and artwork in this CD booklet. So, for my hip-hop heads. Shadowboxing, baby. Shadowboxing. Well, love, guys. Thank you for watching, and if you're watching this, Eric, you are amazing, and thank you so much for this very sweet gift. I owe you one. You're coming up next. Peace, guys.